Here we are. I am so excited to share this new breaking news coverage with you all. We have been working on the agreement and all of this stuff on the behind the scenes. So now it's time I get to share with you all. And no, I'm not pregnant. I am not. I feel like that always comes up if you are a woman. Say, what exciting news you have if you're pregnant? I'm not. 2 kids, we are done. We're past that point of our lives for it too. So I am so excited to share with you all this news. Let me see here. I want to be able to share with you. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so the news is I'm going to be moving to the big screen, ladies. I am going to be in a film, a documentary. It's called Rise of the Lioness. Let me pull it up here so you can see. Rise of the Lioness. I am so thrilled and honored to be asked to be part of this film, this documentary. And next month, I fly out to California to do a full day of recording. We're doing about 3 different interviews, photo shoots, all of that. It's going to be incredible. So, very excited there for it. So, Rise of the Lioness, I'm going to be in a film. We'll have the movie premiere, everything. And hopefully, we'll have a movie premiere here in New Jersey or New York as well. So some things that have been coming up for me as I'm going through this venture, part of me, I've always thought Financial Trendsetters, and yes, we are now enrolling for Financial Trendsetters 3.0, our 3rd book in the series. This also funds our Financial Trendsetters Scholarship Fund. So if you are a woman in finance, reach out to us. We have 2 spots left. Cannot wait to get these women, get their stories out there through their book. And I've always thought, this is going to become a documentary. So that is the goal for 2026, is to make Financial Trendsetters its own documentary. And this is one of those big steps to making that dream a reality. Now, whenever I talk to successful female executives, CEOs, business owners, a big thing that comes up when we have these ideas of writing a book, getting your book published, your TV show, podcast, is capacity. And I am with you. Capacity is hard, and you really have to navigate through what to say yes to, what to say no to. My 2 teams at Pinkfix and the Wealth Boutique, we do traction. We do the EOS work. So every quarter, we meet to go through what are our rocks for that upcoming quarter, and we all collectively as a team have to agree on them. And this keeps me in check because I get a lot of ideas. This keeps me accountable to this is what we're doing. If I have ideas, we can add them to the next quarter, but we're not adding any more to this one. These are the fires that we have burning and that we're working on. So we're not distracted. We're not kind of that sparkly object syndrome running from one to the next. That being said, this was not on our agenda for this quarter or for the 4th quarter or for next year at all. It wasn't even on our radar. There are moments when you have these timely opportunities that come to you, like being in a film, being in a book, having your own TV show. And sometimes you do have to jump on them because when you feel like you are at that space where you can do it, it could be gone. So think those through. If it's a yes in your body, if it's a yes in your gut, move forward with it. You will figure it out. Whatever you prioritize, you will have the time to do it. So being in this film, we're filming probably the worst week of my fall, but we make it work because this we know is what gets us to that next level. I also hear women say a lot, and this really makes me sad, that they're not where they want to be in their career yet to share their story, or their story isn't done. Nobody's story is ever done. It's never done. I thought I would be at this whole nother level to be in a film, but I got this amazing opportunity through my TV show, Women Behind the Millions. It becoming syndicated had led to now this opportunity of being in a film. Those of you who are just hearing us, I'm moving to the big screen. I'm going to be in a film. I cannot wait for this to come out in 2026. So don't wait until you're at some level. I just had a call with a woman, and she's one of our new Financial Trendsetters and Financial Trendsetters 3.0. She's like, I had a book about dating in Manhattan, but I wanted to wait until I had a happy ending. So I wanted to wait until I got married. And then I should wait until I have a kid. And then once you have a kid, we all know that happens. There's no time. So she's been sitting on this book for 10 years. We have another woman who book is coming out next month, her own solo book, Trisha Brady. She's going to be on the show, Women Behind the Millions, in the next few weeks. And she's been sitting on a book for years. And she was able to share her story in Beyond the Broker. She had a chapter in Beyond the Broker. And that gave her that momentum to now have her own book come out. And she said if it wasn't for doing Beyond the Broker and having that one chapter, she would have sat on this book for even more years as well. So do the things that light you up. Don't wait, ladies. Don't wait. I encourage you to go forward with it. And as a CEO, it is your responsibility to build brand awareness, to educate your audience on what you do and how you help, and to market yourself. It is your responsibility. So if you find yourself too stuck on your computer doing day-to-day tasks, stuck in the daily grind, you have a capacity issue. Who on your team can you release some of this to? Because you do need to be out there or your business is going to plateau and get stuck. And I think we also need to change the perspective of this is taking me away from my business. When I write my books, I have my fourth book. I guess this is 2 announcements. Limitless Wealth coming out next year with Rise of the Lioness, the new film I'll be featured in. That's education for me. That's me doing my due diligence, honing in on my processes, seeing what's working, what's not working, documenting it, and making it a repeatable process for the people, my clients, my team, our advisors that they get to work with as well. So when you're building an asset that is worth something, but it also allows you to do that research, the due diligence, to speak to different people, to get their thoughts, to do the research. I mean, Mel Robbins does an incredible job of this. She uses her podcast as research for her books, and then that leads to her coaching and her on stages. That's how we need to approach it, where we are in this constant journey of learning and education. And this is how I approach Women Behind the Millions. Being in this film, this is a huge moment of personal and professional growth where I get to learn so much and be in the rooms of these amazing women. And that's one of my daily prayers, is just how can I be in the room with such incredible powerhouse men and women, especially women, on a more regular, consistent basis. And this is one of those opportunities. So if you have one of these opportunities, I pray that you move forward with it, because it is going to keep leading you to that next step and that next step. None of this would have been possible if I didn't write my first book, Strong Woman, Stronger Assets. And I wouldn't have written that book if I didn't start with my little blog, Not Your Father's Advisor. And that wouldn't have started without my first women's event. And you can see how it just keeps building from there. So I'm going to share one more time as we wrap up. Here is the film I'm going to be featured in, Rise of the Lioness. It's going to be coming out 2026, and I get to fly out to California in a few weeks to film my interview for this film documentary as well. Awesome. Well, thank you all for sharing. Thank you for being here as I got to share my exciting news of being on the big screen. Hopefully, I'm sure we'll have a movie premiere here in New Jersey, New York, sometime next year as well. And we're going to end on this 11/11 timestamp. Let's go, ladies. Take that next step. If it terrifies you, that is good. Use it. I'll keep you posted on this journey of the film and all the behind the scenes. I promise you that. Tomorrow night, new episode of Women Behind the Millions. Cannot wait for you to see who's on the show tomorrow.